Beneath the thin layer of earth, a new world untouched by the sun is slowly waking up. From the plastic pipes, tiny figures begin to emerge, gently pushing the soft soil. Each tiny body, a pioneer in this primitive world, moves cautiously in the soft darkness. A grain of sand falls softly with each timid crawl, marking the first movements. This silent awakening, a miracle of nature, slowly unfolds in the underground darkness, signaling an extraordinary journey. This is the dawn of the little architects. At the center of this rise, majestic and peaceful, is the Queen. She is the sole source of life in the embryonic world. Her presence, the promise of a larger society. Surrounded by the restless bodies of the first brood, she remains the steadfast pillar, the silent engine of reproduction. Her purpose is clear. Her destiny is tied to every act. Her role in the colony's birth and future expansion is undeniable. A lone ruler destined to multiply the world from her fertile roots. Around the Queen, a large number of the first 1,000 individuals stir, their antennae twitching with wordless urgency. Each one is living proof. They awaken to a world that demands immediate action. Their movements are hesitant at first, but quickly gain a synchronized rhythm, a silent dance of newly hatched workers. Close-ups reveal the intricate details of their tiny legs, pushing and pulling, each tiny movement contributing to the collective energy. This initial awakening is full of vitality. In this dark, primitive world, there is no learned wisdom, no ancient texts to consult. Only pure, undeniable instinct drives them forward. There is no grand design, no predetermined survival strategy, just an innate, burning need to persevere against all odds. Every twitch of an antenna, every touch of a foot, indicated by an ancient genetic imperative. This primal drive ensures that each tiny ant understands its role without explicit instruction, a miraculous demonstration. With each purposeful step, each tiny grain of sand carefully moved, the foundation of a future empire is meticulously laid. The scratching of countless tiny limbs on the ground becomes a building pulse, a symphony of unyielding effort. Close-ups capture the hard work. The delicate dance of displacement creates the initial tunnels and chambers. Together, these seemingly insignificant actions build the complex infrastructure of the world to come. A soft, ethereal light filters through the terrarium glass. It illuminates this humble yet grand beginning. Tiny, barely perceptible sounds. Footsteps and breathing mingled with the rhythmic music, evoking a profound sense of creation. This was more than a colony. It was the beginning of a civilization. Each scratch and rustle echoed the promise of growth, a silent declaration that from these humble beginnings a complex empire would rise. In this subterranean world, there are no words or commands. Communication transcends sound, relying on invisible signals that spread through the air. These subtle chemical signals are their common understanding, their common purpose, motivating them to act in unison. It is a silent symphony of sense, guiding every movement, every decision, initiating a great collective effort. Suddenly, the first diligent workers appear, beginning the great task of construction with ancient instinct. With powerful jaws and tenacious little feet, they begin to shape their world, digging intricate tunnels. Each grain of earth scooped, each shift creating tiny clouds of dust, marking the birth of the underground city. Under the lens, an almost unbelievable precision is revealed. Each grain of earth is transported with purpose, with unwavering devotion. Every tiny corner of the growing network is meticulously shaped, every path smoothed with innate architectural genius. This is more than just labor. It is a complex technical dance, testament to millions of years of evolution for the survival of the colony. Amid the frantic digging, another important activity takes place. The tiny eggs, the future of the colony, are cared for. Then, with collective strength, they are meticulously pulled deeper into the new tunnel, ensuring safety from threats. It is a touching display of reproductive commitment, a relentless effort to ensure the next generation, imbued with instinct. As time passes, the relentless coordinated efforts of the tiny architects begin to yield astonishing results. Through the viewing glass, the gnarled outlines of the tunnel system gradually emerge, transforming from invisible pathways into visible structures. The original mass of Earth now reveals an intricate network of chambers and tunnels, a testament to their unwavering collective will. This is more than just work. It is a primal survival pulse, a complex instinct honed over millions of years of evolution. The constant rustling of countless tiny feet, the gentle, purposeful touches, create a symphony of industry. These subtle yet pervasive sounds blend with the warm, steady background music, evoking a deep sense of creation. Life, no matter how small, always faces challenges. For the inhabitants of this complex underground world, a sudden heavy rain is a threat to survival. A few drops of artificial rain, for them, turn into a terrifying disaster. The first heavy drops of water penetrate the soil, seeping into the carefully constructed tunnels. This sudden flood creates an instant shockwave throughout the ant colony, shattering the familiar peace. This is a great test of their resilience. A powerful force threatens to engulf their entire existence, requiring an immediate and coordinated response from every ant. The first worker ants react with incredible speed and precision, their small bodies moving with urgency. They immediately begin crawling through the complex network of tunnels, instinct guiding every hurried step. The primary concern is the survival of the next generation. Eggs and fledgling larvae, the future of the colony, are meticulously transferred from the threatened lower chambers to higher, safer grounds. In the dimly lit corridors, every movement becomes a coordinated effort, a focused chaos, violent but without any real sign of panic. The camera zooms in, revealing a close-up view of real water rushing into the tunnel system. Each droplet glistens, enormous from this angle. Water splashes into the entrance, sending tiny tsunamis through the sandy passages. Ants, their tiny forms now magnified, frantically carry the precious eggs. They struggle against the small current, their 6 legs propelling them forward. Each droplet lands with a thud on their chitinous body. The scene is a tense dance of survival, a testament to their relentless dedication to protecting the future of the colony. The close-up shows individual struggles within the larger disaster. Some ants are temporarily trapped, their path blocked, or they are momentarily stunned by a drop of water that has hit them directly. Their antennae twitch, their bodies tense, but there is no sign of despair. Instead, their response is primal and instinctive, a deep understanding of their role. They push back against the water, searching for another way. Or they pause for a moment, assessing the situation with an astonishing natural resilience. Their resolve is clear, a quiet steadfastness. This is not a time for individual heroism, but a display of collective intelligence and extraordinary, wordless coordination. Despite the apparent chaos of countless ants moving in all directions, there is an underlying order. No single ant is giving orders. No leader is directing the desperate evacuation. Instead, an ancient, genetically encoded survival instinct kicks in. They instinctively know what needs to be done, each playing its part. In an intricate dance to save the colony, it is a powerful illustration of their social structure, where every life contributes for the common good. The sensory experience of this ordeal is enhanced by the sound. The distinct plink and splash of water echoes through the tunnels, creating a vivid, palpable sense of danger. The small bumps of the scurrying ants and the soft, almost imperceptible squeals of their bottom against the wet ground, adding to the raw realism of the struggle. Beneath it all, a slow, deep bass hums. Its low-frequency vibrations create a claustrophobic, suspenseful atmosphere. This background music perfectly emphasizes the feeling of a big challenge. In this complex miniature empire, one obvious truth always exists. Every kingdom, no matter how powerful, will face an invader. Today, the omen of chaos appeared in the form of a small spider, weighing only a few grams but enough to spread terror to thousands of lives. Its appearance, an uninvited shadow, disrupted the fragile balance, turning the familiar world into a dangerous battlefield. This small predator, though seemingly insignificant, was a huge threat to the survival of the entire ant colony. The alarm was not a shrill scream, but an imperceptible vibration in the air, a strange chemical signature spread by the wind. Immediately, the communication network in the colony ignited. Dozens of ant warriors, teeth ready, rushed forward without hesitation. They moved almost in sync, a living wave of determination rushing forward to face danger, demonstrating the collective will to be resilient. The battle unfolded at a brutal, almost cinematic pace. Clinging to the spider's legs, the ants swarmed, forming a concentrated wave of aggression. It was a slow-motion whirlwind, a dance of life and death played out on a microscopic stage, demonstrating their collective might. Each tiny warrior contributed, a powerful testament to their combined strength, their team spirit honed into instinct. The rhythmic drumbeat of this struggle underscored the gravity of the lightning engagement, a fight for survival. For these tiny inhabitants, the confrontation was absolute a primal struggle for life and death, each action carrying great weight. Some warriors felt trapped in the spider's desperate defense. Their sacrifice was immediate and profound in the fight. However, others continued to advance, a relentless, coordinated wave, overwhelming their much larger foe. The macro lens reveals the intricate details of how they cling, relentlessly biting, a silent testament to their commitment to protecting their home. The battle ends as abruptly as it began. The once threatening spider is now a lifeless corpse, a testament to their great victory. Immediately, the scene shifts to the harsh, realistic aftermath. A new team of ants begins to drag the enemy's body from their living area. It is a solemn, methodical funeral procession, clearing the battlefield, ensuring that remains do not contaminate their sacred home. The sacrifice, the grim reality in this relentless world, is not commemorated with ceremony but accepted as a part of existence. Restlessly, without question, life in the colony returns to its intricate rhythms, as if the fierce battle had never happened. The rhythmic thump of the drums fades away, giving way to the almost imperceptible thump of tiny footsteps, a persistent hum of life. Only the faint echoes left from the battle that had just ended were the only evidence of what had happened. Three days after the great upheaval, the ant colony's underground world has undergone a profound transformation. The chaotic network of tunnels is now deeper, wider, and significantly tidier, a testament to its innate organization. Each grain of soil moved, each new chamber dug, demonstrates the tireless dedication to rebuilding. The architecture of the new home reflects a new purpose, a collective will not only to survive but to thrive. This is the first chapter of Rebirth, the beginning of a new, promising ant empire. In the newly fortified corridors, a miracle is unfolding, a new life is beginning. The first generation of baby ants, fragile and tiny, begins to emerge from small, potential cocoons. These are the pioneers, the vanguard of a thriving empire. Worker ants, with instinctive gentleness, devotedly care for the vulnerable larvae, sheltering them. Each new life is a vital thread weaving the future, a promise in the quiet chambers. Deep in the safety of her nest, under the careful soil, the queen is there, unwavering. She is the silent architect of this rebirth, an eternal source of life. Moving unmoved, she does not come to the surface, her life devoted solely to the act of perpetuating her species. Every day, with astonishing rhythm, she lays new eggs, each a capsule of hope. Her stillness conceals a great power, a wellspring of constant new beginnings. This growing colony, though small in scale, is a perfect mirror of nature's essence. It represents a firm order, each ant, from the smallest larva to the diligent worker, fulfilling its role. It represents a profound sacrifice, as the individual tirelessly devotes himself to the good of the group. And most importantly, it represents constant evolution, adaptation, and growth in adversity. This underground city, built by instinct and cooperation, teaches a powerful lesson about the eternal cycle of life. As the camera slowly pans across the growing colony, a sense of warmth and growth pervades the scene. The hazy, hurried movements of early construction give way to a busy, organized rhythm. Soft light penetrates the soil, illuminating more angles, revealing a network of chambers that work with purpose. Larvae grow into pupae, pupae into new workers, each cycle adding strength to the empire. The air, heavy with the smell of damp earth and new life, vibrates with the quiet energy of the community. The final image focuses on the queen, a silent monument of strength, surrounded by her children. Her presence is a beacon, the living heart around which the new world revolves. This is not the end, but a new chapter of glory, of promise. The soft, bright music highlights the delicate dance of rebirth, a reminder of the foundation. This is on Odyssey, the rise continues, a testament to the enduring spirit of life.